Start the Parcel Map Review Committee meetings of Thursday, October 10th, 2024. It's about 6 after 2 p.m. And we will start with the first agenda item of call to order and determination of quorum.
Okay. Rob Pierce is absent. James English,
Here.
Wayne Handrock,
Present.
Chris Bronzik is absent, but his alternate Eric Young
Here.
and Dale Way is also absent. However, we still have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on to the ethics law announcement.
Committee members are reminded that if with respect to any matter or any person coming before the committee today, you have received a gift or loan, you have a pecuniary interest, you have a commitment in a private capacity, such as a family, employment, business, or similar relationship, or you provided representation or counseling before an agency to a person or entity for compensation within the last year on a matter being considered, you must disclose that gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation at the time the matter is being considered. If you must abstain from deliberation or voting on that matter if it is clear that the gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation would materially affect the independence of judgment of a reasonable person. Committee members are also reminded that under the Parcel Map Review Committee rules, if you have had any contact outside this meeting with any persons interested in a matter coming before the committee today, you should disclose the nature of that contact at this meeting.
Thank you. We'll move on to the appeal procedure. Adriana, I don't have a copy of that. Do you have a copy of that you can put up from?
I do, yes.
I have that. I can read. I also need to read the Zoom instructions as well.
Sure, that'd be great. If you wouldn't mind reading the appeal procedure for us, I would appreciate that.
Okay. Most decisions rendered by the Parcel Map Review Committee are appealable to the Board of County Committee members. If you disagree with the decision of the Parcel Map Review Committee and you want to appeal its action, you may do so within writing within 10 calendar days from the date of that decision being appealed is signed by the Secretary of the Parcel Map Review Committee and mailed to the original applicant in the proceeding being appealed in accordance with Washoe County Code. Please call the planning staff immediately at 328-6100 for information on the appeal procedure and application fee.
Thank you. We'll move on to public comment. This is not an action item. Comment heard under this item will be limited to 3 minutes per person and may pertain to matters both on and off the agenda. However, action may not be taken on any matter raised during this public comment period until the matter is specifically listed on the agenda as an action item. Comments are to be made to the Parcel Map Review Committee as a whole. Adriana, do we have any public comment at this time?
There are no hands raised for public comments.
Yeah, let me read the instructions for the Zoom instructions real quick. The meeting will be held via Zoom. To attend this meeting Zoom, please log into the webinar. Use the link found on the agenda. You can also join the meeting by typing zoom.us into your computer browser, clicking join a meeting on the Zoom website and entering the meeting ID. Alternatively, you can join the meeting via telephone by dialing 1-669-900-9128, entering the meeting ID of 831-3388-3067. For those wishing to provide public comment via Zoom, log into the Zoom webinar using the link on the agenda and utilize the raise hand feature during any public comment period. To provide public comment via telephone only, press *9 and raise hand and *6 to mute/unmute.
Thank you. Now I'm seeing that agenda item 2 is 2 items. Let's move on to number 5, approval of the October 10th, 2024 agenda. Does anybody have any comments on that agenda, on today's agenda?
No.
Okay, I'll move to approve this agenda. Do you have a second on that?
James English, second.
All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? That passes unanimously. We have an agenda. We'll move to number 6, approval of the August 8th, 2024 draft minutes. Are there any comments on those minutes?
James English, for the record, I have one comment. The health district representative was myself, not Wes Rubio.
Okay.
With that edit, I move to approve them.
Do we have a second?
Wayne Handrock, second.
Moved and second. All in favor with the noted change? Aye.
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 All opposed? Thank you. We have approved minutes. We will move on to the items for today. Number 7. 7A is amendment of conditions case number WAC 24-0008 for WTPM 23-0006 Oak Hill. Julie Olander is here to tell us about that. Julie, what can you tell us?
Afternoon, Julie Olander, planner. I'm going to share my screen. I think. Where is it? Sorry, I'm going to find it. Oh, there it is. So this is a request for a tentative subdivision map to amend it. To amend a tentative subdivision map, WTPM 23006 Oprah Hill, and to amend the conditions of approval for condition I to change the location of the parcel line between proposed parcel B and D, and to amend condition 1H by deleting it. So on the left, you have the what was approved originally, and you can see that the parcel line does not include there's a shed right here. It's a bit maybe easier to see over here. So they're proposing to move this line. So the shed is now on parcel B, which will, where there's a house on that parcel. And so that that shed will be included in parcel B. So that is the proposed change from where this line was previously and was approved to this location. And then the other request is to delete item 1H, which was speaking to that metal building and the location of it. So they're moving the line, and then they no longer need this condition
Julie,
page.
it's showing us the evaluation page. Is that the correct page?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So I had the site plan and I have 2 evaluation pages, 1 evaluation page. Is that okay?
No, yeah, I just want to make sure you're on the right one. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So those are the 2 things they're asking for. They're asking to delete those 2 conditions, or change one and delete the other. I just want to remind you that this parcel is zone HDR. 4 lots are allowed. They're proposing 4 lots, and the minimum lot size is 2 acres. And the minimum lot size on the map is 2.5 acres. I can make all the findings, and I propose a possible motion. I believe the applicant is online and could answer any questions if there are any.
Okay, thank you, Julie. Do any of the committee members have questions or comments? Would the applicant like to say anything about this application? Okay. Have a
Okay, I
question,
do.
Julie. Yeah, it's pretty
Oh.
normal to have conditions where you ask for removal, movement, or change of something that's already existing, right?
And Eric, for the applicant, I did see a hand raised. So
I didn't see your hand, okay.
D. Crook, if you please state your first and last name for the record.
Yes, this is David Crook. I'm with Loomis and Associates. Just wanted to let you guys know that we were here, and that we are can answer any of the questions that you may have, I hope.
Thank you, Mr. Crook. My only question was for Julie. I think it's really kind of for you too. It's just that I can't throw out a whole lot of examples of this, but I have seen in the past where there's a condition about the removal of a building or the movement of a building in order to make the project work as a final condition before final recording. And then something happens and they don't want to move it, or it can't be moved, or there's something going on. I just want to make sure that the applicant is really, really clear on how important those conditions are, that those buildings have to be converted and moved. So just making sure that there's super good clarity on what those conditions are about, because I've seen that cause issues later.
Yes, I believe that all the conditions that those changes were due to not I think the condition that was deleted was to make that secondary structure livable on that other parcel, which is no longer going to happen, and therefore it can be an accessory structure on the main parcel.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure everybody's clear on how that would work.
This is Wayne Handrock. It's my understanding that they were moving the parcel lines so the house and the auxiliary structure were all on the same parcel. That's the whole point of the reconfiguration of the parcels, so they're both on the same parcel. So there's no problem with the buildings the way they're now situated.
Great, okay, thank you. Is there any public comment on this?
There are no hands raised for public comment.
Okay, then we'll close this public hearing and come back to us. Any further comments, or do I have a motion?
This is Wayne Handrock. I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained in the staff report and the information received during the public hearing, the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approve amendment of conditions case number WAC 24-0008 for Burdick Excavating Company, Inc., subject to the conditions of approval included as Exhibit A with the staff report, and make the determination that the following criteria is or will be adequately provided for pursuant to Washoe County Code Section 110.606.30, Section E.
Thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
James English, second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, aye.
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 All opposed? That's unanimous approval. Thank you, everybody. We'll move on to 7B. 7B is a tentative map parcel case number WTPM 24-0003, Balkenbush, and we have Tim Evans from staff to tell us about that. What can you tell us, Tim?
Thank you. I'll share my screen real quick. All right, can everyone see that?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so Tim Evans, planner. So the case before you today is tentative parcel map, case number WPM 24-0003 for Balkenbush. So the subject property is located at 1145 Ron Way, and it has APN 017-44103. The property is developed with a single-family dwelling. Similarly, developed parcels are surrounding the property as well. It is located in the South Truckee Meadows planning area, and the property is zoned medium-density suburban. So the request is to approve a tentative parcel map to divide this 1.13 acre parcel into two parcels of 0.68 acres and 0.45 acres. And here's a screenshot of the site plan that was submitted with the tentative parcel map application. On the left, you can see the 0.68 acre parcel, and on the right is parcel 2, which is approximately 0.45 acres. And so, as mentioned earlier, the property is zoned medium density suburban. And so because of that, the maximum lot potential is 2 lots. And that is exactly what the applicant is proposing, is to have two proposed parcels as part of this tentative parcel map. The lot width required in the MDS zoning is 80 feet, and the applicant is proposing a minimum lot width for one of the parcels as low as 105.88 feet, which meets county code requirements. And the minimum lot size required for this zoning, actually specifically the zoning itself, MDS requires 12,000 square feet. That being that this property is located in the southeast Truckee Meadows area, planning area. There's actually a modifier that increases that minimum lot size to 14,375 square feet or 0.33 acres. And the applicant's smallest parcel that is being proposed is 19,744 square feet. Therefore, all the minimum requirements for the MDS zoning and the Southeast Truckee Meadows planning area are met with this proposed parcel map. And staff is recommending approval of the parcel map with the following motion on the screen and as shown on page 12 of the staff report. And I'm available for any questions.
Thank you, Tim. Do we have any questions from any of the committee members today? Nothing at all. This seems like the most straightforward thing we've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even have any questions. I throw out something just to ask a question. I don't even have anything for this. Do we have any public comment today?
No hands raised for, let's see, I have one hand raised ending J. Balkenbush. You could please state your
Sure.
first and last name for the record.
Hi, this is Joe Balkenbush. I'm the applicant and I don't have any comments. I just wanted to be here if you guys had any questions. So,
Well, thank you for being here, Mr. Balkenbush. I don't think we have any questions for you today. So I think that without any public comment and committee comment, we'll close it and bring it back to the committee. I will ask for comments one last time. Okay, how about do we have a motion?
Yeah, this is Wayne Handrock. I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained within the staff report and the information received during the public meeting, that the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approve parcel map case number WTPM 24-0003 for Joseph and Chanel Balkenbush, subject to the conditions of approval included as Exhibit A with the staff report, and make the determination that the required criteria is or will be adequately provided for pursuant to Washoe County Code Section 110.606.30, Section E.
Thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
James English, second.
Thank you. I don't see any more comments, so I'll call for the vote. All in favor, aye.
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 All opposed? We have a unanimous approval. Thank you, everybody. We will move on to the next agenda item, reports and future agenda items. I don't have any future agenda items to bring. Adriana, do you have anything that you need to have on the agenda?
Nothing further.
All right, Trent, this is yours. Legal information and updates. Do you have anything to tell us today?
Have any updates?
Ooh, Trent, your microphone was really muffled. Could you repeat that? Now you're muted.
You're not coming through.
I think
I'm
he's
not
saying
sure
no.
what
I think he's saying no. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Trent. Nice to meet you, by the way. All right, we'll move on to the last public comment. Do we have any public comment to end this meeting with? I see no hands.
No further public comment.
No further public comment today. We'll move on to adjournment. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all.